Welcome to the teaching of The Creator Gets Sick in His Stomach. The title of this teaching has put a completely different picture in your mind than what you've been brainwashed to believe about the Creator. You don't believe that He does feel sick in His stomach. You've been deceived with the abstract language of the Roman Christian pagan religion. Abstract means intangible or non-concrete. In terms of the Roman Christian Bibles, abstract means falsehood, deception, and doctrines of demons. Yahuwah Elohim is a speaker of tangible or concrete words. The creation that He's spoken to being is tangible, and likewise, the language that He has given to us needs to bring the words into life so that we can see, taste, smell, hear, and touch the words. That language is the ancient pictograph language, which I use along with the ancient Hebrew language to bring the words of Elohim alive. And just as we were taught as little kids our language with pictures, so do we have to understand the pictures of Elohim to know His truth. Before we get to the sick stomach image, let's look at a few other images. In 1 Chronicles 16 verse 31, let the heavens be glad, and let the earth rejoice, and let them say among nations, Yahuwah reigns. Now that gives absolutely no image to relate to. Let's look at the following words to understand what Elohim wants us to see. Rejoice means to spin around. Glad means to brighten up. Reign means to ascend the throne. Now let's have a look at the image of that verse as Yahuwah wants us to see it. Let the heavens brighten up, and let the earth spin around, and let them say among nations, Yahuwah ascends the throne. What a beautiful image. When the scriptures come alive like this, I brighten up and spin around, because my Elohim ascends His throne. The next verse is Psalms 103 verse 8. Yahuwah is merciful and gracious, slow to anger, and of abundant mercy. In this verse, the word gracious means to favor, which means to provide someone needs and comfort after they've been on a long and stressful time away from home. Anger means the flaring of nostrils, and mercy means to bow the head in kindness. And the image that Yahuwah has given us in this verse is Yahuwah wraps His arms around you for protection and provides your needs and your comfort, prevents His nostrils from flaring, and bows His head towards you, presenting you with plenteous acts of kindness. I can feel Yahuwah's arms around me. I can see His head bowed towards me, and I can feel His protection and comfort. If you have realized that you've been dealing with the dead word and have discovered the living word of Elohim Yahuwah, then here's some homework for you. The word hallelujah does not mean what most people believe it does. It means to look to Yahuwah as your guiding light. Go and delight yourself in the living word and find out whether I'm right. Before we get to the image of the Creator gets sick in his stomach, I'll first present a few scriptures that I'll be paraphrasing to explain the sick in his stomach statement by changing words to their original tangible meaning. In Job 1 verse 1, there was a man in the land of Uz. His name was Job, and this man was perfect and upright, and fearing Elohim, and turning away from perverse evil. In Genesis 12 verse 3, And I will bless those who bless you, and curse the one despising you. And in you all families of the earth shall be blessed. Proverbs 28, verse 9. Whoever turns aside his ear from hearing the Torah, even his prayer is an abomination. The words that are going to define several images in what Elohim is saying here is bless. Bless means to kneel. The Hebrew word is barak, and the image is of a camel kneeling down and drinking water after days of walking through the desert. And as humble and thankful as the camel is, we should be on our knees, head down and hands up, to receive and give barak, which means favor, thank you, salute, praise, and esteem. But Yahuwah says that he blesses you, which means that he is on his knees for you. Did you ever know that that is what he means when he says that he blesses you? What an awesome image. The best way I can explain this kneeling of Yahuwah is when a father says to his son that he must tidy his room. The son comes back after 10 minutes and gleefully announces to his dad that he's finished. The father checks the room and it's still a mess. The father scolds the son until he cries. A father that, barachot, blesses his son, will go down on his knees and with his hand on his son's shoulder explain to his son that he has done well, but is not yet finished, and on his knees helps and shows his son how to tidy the room. The word curse means to spit. Upright means straight, which means someone who is in correct standing with Elohim. Torah means instructions and directions, but also means the journey on the straight path of truth. Perverse means crooked. Evil means to destroy what is straight. Hearing means to do. And abomination means to feel sick in the stomach. And to paraphrase those scriptures, we have our people who walk on the straight path of the truth are in the straight and correct standing with me through doing my mitzvahs. Those who destroy my mitzvahs walk on the crooked path, and their prayers to me make me feel sick in my stomach. And to think of the days when I was on the crooked path and destroying the mitzvahs of Elohim, singing and praying opened the floodgates of heaven, and he was feeling so sick in his stomach that he wanted to vomit on me. No, that's not the image that I want to remember. Now that you have these images of truth in your mind, an intent of Elohim Yahuwah to make you realize what his words mean, I can't imagine you declaring that you are free from the Torah and praying to Yahweh. Yes, someone has deceived you in seeing the image of falsehood. But you will be standing alone in front of Elohim. And from now on, depending on what you do or don't, you will be or not be making Yahuwah feel sick in his stomach. I pray and trust that you've seen, smelt, heard, tasted, and felt the images of truth of Elohim, and that from today you'll be standing straight in front of him. Shalom.